Hi, it's Tanya, and thank you for watching. This is my plant-based life. So today I'm going to be making the cereal that my husband eats. It's a cinnamon granola. I make it in my slow cooker. This is one of my best friends. And it takes about 3.5 hours, so it's not a very long one, but you do have to be around to turn it and stir it so it doesn't burn. He mixes this cereal in with, similar to like a cornflake, and a wheat cereal, and he tops it with a ton of berries and puts a plant-based milk on it. But we kind of alternate between this one and a banana granola that's on the Forks Over Knives app. This granola is a cinnamon granola, like I said. So what we have in it, I'm going to cut up 1 cup of dates. My youngest son, who's 3, loves dates so much that he wants to have 1 a day. He gets so excited to have a date, and he'll go to the cupboard and he'll find the package and over to me and he'll be like, please mommy, 1. So they're really high in sugar, so I don't really like to give him more than 1, but he just loves the taste of them so much. So I suppose asking for a date every day is better than asking for a chocolate bar every day, right? It's all relative as to what we get used to. That I'm starting to think that this is crazy that he wants to have a date a day. And I can just imagine when he starts going to school, he's going to want me to pack him dates in his lunch. So I'm just going to continue to cut these up until we have about a cup. It's a loose cup, it's not a packed cup. But a granola in our house, not store-bought, because store-bought granolas are loaded with sugar. I mean loaded with sugar. So before I start cooking a recipe, I like to have my ingredients out and ready to grab and prepped and ready to go. Especially when I'm cooking new dishes that I'm not sure how the timing works on stuff. Which with switching to whole food plant-based, I found is most of the recipes I'm making, right? So it just helps me if I'm more prepared and have everything laid out and ready. So the next thing I need to do is the recipe calls for about a cup of chopped walnuts. I like them to be a little bit more broken down and break them up a little bit more so they're a little finer. And this helps, I think, make the clusters with the dates and the applesauce that we use. So this is about a cup. I'm not the best at measuring, so I kind of eyeball things. I think that's all the prep needed. I've already got my slivered almonds in a cup. I already put into the crock pot 8 tablespoons of applesauce. Unsweetened applesauce. You can make your own or you can buy it in the store. If you do buy it, just try to look at the ingredients, make sure that there's no added sugar and it is just apples. I am going to add about a 1/4 cup, give or take, of 1/4 cup of maple syrup, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a couple shakes of salt. I never put the amount of salt that the recipe calls for. 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, give or take. And about the same for almond extract. So that was vanilla and almond. In here we have applesauce, cinnamon, almond extract, vanilla extract, salt, and maple syrup. So to that I'm going to add my oats, and I'm going to add 5 cups of oats. So there's 5 cups of oats in there. My cup of dates, my walnuts, my slivered almonds. I'm just going to give this a mix and get it all mixed up really well. Today I am going to add an extra ingredient that I've never tried. Or try to experiment a little today. Okay, so so far, if you can take a look here, that's really nicely mixed up. And as it cooks, every once in a while for the next 3 hours. I'm just going to give it a turn in the slow cooker to make sure it's not burning. Really try to get it off the bottom. If you don't have a slow cooker, I'm sure you can do this in your oven as well. And just turn it in the oven. Maybe bake it at 325 at a lower heat for about 3 hours and turn it on a cookie sheet with parchment paper and move it around so everything has a chance to get browned on the bottom. I want to add some bananas to this. So we have a few very ripe bananas. So smash these up, why not? My kids absolutely love bananas, so we always have a ton of bananas in the house. Like, I mean a ton of bananas. Okay. So let's just mix that into it as well. Get it all mixed up. And then we're going to put the lid on, but not on tight. I'm going to put it off just slightly to the side to leave a hole for it to let the steam escape. Okay, I'll show you what this looks like as it starts to cook. This is what we have so far. So remember, what we put in here was 8 tablespoons of applesauce, a quarter cup of maple syrup, a couple shakes of salt, just under one teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of vanilla extract, a quarter teaspoon of almond extract, 5 cups of oats, 1 cup of dates, about a cup of slivered almonds, and mushed up or cut up walnuts, 1 cup. And then I just added 2 bananas. We'll see what that tastes like. Without the bananas, we already know it tastes amazing. It's all stirred up. It's ready to go. Now I'm going to put the lid on. I'm just going to put it on slightly to the side just to let a little bit of the steam come out. So it's not on tight, just slightly to the side. And I'm going to stir it periodically as it cooks for the next 3 hours. Put your slow cooker on high. And then just come back and stir it every probably 45 minutes for the first little while. And then as you get closer to the end, come back a little bit more frequently and stir it. We'll show you how it looks as it cooks. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes. I've stirred it a couple times already. And it's starting to get some color on it. I give it another stir and just make sure I get right down in there. You can see it's starting to brown up a little bit. It smells amazing though. So we have just under 2 hours left. So we'll put the lid on with it just slightly to the side so the steam can escape. Okay, so the granola is all done. Just gonna pour it out onto a parchment paper, let it cool, and then store for breakfast. So as you can see here, this is our finished product. This is the granola cereal that we made. This is cinnamon banana granola, and it is really good. Give it a try. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe and like the page.